Hey guys, and welcome back. I wanted to review a new concealer palette that came out in the drugstore pretty recently. I've been testing it out for a while now and I wanted to do a quick little review and demo. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Concealing and Contour Palette. Figured I might as well just review it for you guys and show you a little demo of me applying the product and how it looks. I am wearing it on my face today. I'm actually not wearing any foundation. Just applied this concealing palette and my under eye concealer, and then wanted you guys to see how much this concealing palette actually conceals. And my face it requires a lot of concealing, so I wanted to show you guys what it looks like without foundation. I apologize for the state of my hair. It feels like every time I film videos my hair is a mess. Actually, it's pretty much like this every day. Anyways, I apologize. I guess we're just gonna jump right into this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Concealing and Contouring Palette. Mine says 220 on it, so I'm assuming that's a shade, but I don't know if I actually saw any other shades. I know they have one that is for color correcting, but I don't know if I saw any other shades of the actual concealer palette. It does say 220 on it, so possibly there are more shades. I don't know. It does come with 4 little pans of concealers. It comes with this square sponge as well. I kind of wish that they had not given us the sponge and put one more little pan of concealer, maybe in like a more deeper shade. I haven't used this sponge. I don't think I ever will, but I kept it so I could show you guys in this video. I've only used this for concealing blemishes. I have not used this to contour, and I have not used this to cover up my dark circles. And the reason why is because, first of all, these are cream concealers, so they are a lot thicker in consistency than something that's like a liquid concealer like this Maybelline concealer. This is what I actually used underneath my eyes today. Because these are creams, I don't like to use them under my eyes because they are a lot heavier and thicker than liquid concealers, and I feel like it just makes my under eye area look drier and more cakey. The reason I haven't used it for contouring is because to me this doesn't, I don't even know why they call this a contour palette. I'm assuming they think that this shade will be deep enough to contour, but I don't think this is deep enough to contour. Not only that, it's kind of a warm concealer shade. I don't typically like using a warm shade to contour my face. I haven't even tried using this. This just seems like a darker shade of concealer. I'm probably just going to save this one and use it in the summer when I have a tan. Personally, I really like this concealer palette. This has amazing coverage. This covers up the redness on my face. It covers up blemishes. It covers up scars. I'm completely comfortable not putting a foundation on top, and usually I like to spot conceal first and then apply foundation over top, but today I didn't, and I think this is the perfect amount of coverage. Obviously there is stuff still peeking through, but I don't really mind that. I feel like it covers up well enough, and I don't mind if a little bit of discoloration pokes through. I was afraid that these were going to end up kind of stiff and a little bit dry, but they're actually extremely creamy. They basically feel like butter when you rub your fingers into them. The concealer that I was using before I used this to spot conceal was the NYX concealer jar, and that NYX concealer is actually stiffer and drier than these. I assumed that because these are in more of like an opened container that they would be a little drier, but they're actually so creamy. They're so easy to work with. They blend really nicely. I would recommend that you use your fingers with this, at least initially to apply these. I feel like you need to warm it up just a little bit with your finger. Very impressed by the formula. High coverage, creamy, blends nicely, and it lasts an entire day for me. I've been wearing this one every day for almost a month now. I always apply it underneath my foundation, and by the end of the day, the coverage is still there. It hasn't broken up or faded. I am impressed with the longevity of these concealers as well. So really the only thing that I feel like they need to fix with this concealer palette is actual shades inside this palette. First of all, I think they could have gotten rid of the sponge and added in a darker, maybe a more cooler toned shade that we could actually use to contour. And then I felt like these shades here needed a little bit more variety. This is the one I used in the demo. This one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone. This one here has a little bit more of a peach undertone, but I do feel like they are kind of similar. I feel like there needed to be a little bit more variety between these two, maybe have one a little bit more deep and a little bit paler. I don't know, I just feel like the shade selection in here isn't the greatest. It is a little bit expensive, especially if you're from Canada. It's definitely on the pricier side of drugstore, but I feel like it's worth it because the formula is really great. Plus, you do have the ability to mix the shades and create your custom concealer shade. So I want to insert the demo for you guys right now. As you can see, warming up that yellowy shade with my finger and then applying it onto my blemishes, and then taking my e.l.f. concealer brush and blending it out. My skin was freaking out a bit last week, but I don't really have that many active acne right now. It's mostly just scars and dry patches on my face. I do have a dry patch right on my lower lip. That is not a cold sore, that is a patch of dry skin. I do have a really big vein on the right side of my face. I don't know, veins pop out really badly on my skin. Like all my veins show through. I don't know, my skin's super transparent. It doesn't really cover up the vein, but it does cover up my redness, covers up my scarring. It's not the fullest coverage, but it does have really, really good coverage, especially if you're gonna pair it along with a foundation. I feel like you can get really, really full coverage. Even without foundation like I'm wearing today, I still feel like I have really great coverage on my skin right now. I don't feel the need to put a foundation over top. Totally comfortable leaving the house like this with my face just of concealer. I really, really like this palette. Of course, if you don't want to spend the money, don't. You can just grab like something like the NYX concealer jar. It's going to be like half the price, but I do like the concept of this. I like mixing and matching to get a custom shade, and the formula is great. So overall, pretty happy with this. I would definitely recommend it. And I don't know, I feel like I'm really enjoying the way my skin looks right now. I think I'm gonna try to reduce the amount of foundation I wear and just go out with concealer. You can like see all of my skin. I don't know, I feel like it looks really, really good right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little review. I am really impressed by this palette. I really, really like it, and I'm gonna continue using it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you wanna see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!